Before time immemorial, there were two mighty dragons on the opposite sides of existence named Keri and Meiji. Each held half of the elements within them. Keri, a dragon of fire, and Meiji, a dragon of water. Soaring through the cosmos, their wings spread the elements of life, creating a balance. As they flew, their tails wove the galaxies, and their lost feathers became the stars and planets. Keri and Meiji knew nothing of each other's existence until a fateful collision, so powerful it sent shockwaves through the universe. Upon impact, both dragons perished, their bodies shattered and scattered. In the aftermath, the remnants were struck by a massive rock, spinning in the endless void. This rock would eventually become known as Ethos. Situated in the heart of the Redwing solar system within the Equidistant galaxy, it orbited the star Chad, a white-blue ball of fire much like our Sirius. Ethos, comparable in size to Jupiter, would host 3 moons, Chi, Mai, and Chi-M, each with unique sizes and characteristics. Chi was the size of our moon, Mai was slightly larger, and Chi-M was the size of Earth itself. Upon this rock, the elements mingled, creating a vast terrestrial world, a mirror of Earth itself. The blood of the dragons became the waters, their scales the land, and their veins the rivers. Their bones formed the forests, and the breath in their lungs created the atmosphere. From their claws came the beasts of the land. From Meiji's feathers the fish swam in the seas, and from Keri's feathers the birds soared in the skies. From the convergence of Keri and Meiji, a new being was born, Kerimagia. Within Kerimagia resided all the elements, for the two halves had formed one whole being. This dragon would hold the balance of the universe's forces. From the fangs of Keri came the first vampires, creatures that only emerged at night, consuming blood as their sustenance. They were born with a 10-to-1 male-to-female ratio, and the females were revered and worshipped as goddesses. They lived high in the mountains, their children scarce, yet they grew quickly, far faster than humans. Meanwhile, from Meiji's eyes came the first mermaids, beings of the sea, who caught small fish alone but would hunt in groups for larger ones. Like the vampires, they too had a 10-to-1 female-to-male ratio, and the mermaids worshipped Meiji, their creator. They made their homes deep beneath the waves, away from the eyes of the land dwellers. Kerimagia, longing for companionship in a world so vast, created humanity from the very earth of Ethos. These humans were born to care for the planet and each other. They ate eggs, fish, and mostly fruits and vegetables, living in harmony with the land and sea. In their villages, they were led by the astrologist. However, the creation of life did not come without struggles. A language barrier arose between the three species, and a population crisis hit both the mermaids and the vampires. In desperation, the vampires abducted human women, and the mermaids lured men into the depths of the ocean. Enraged by the kidnappings, the humans launched an assault on the mermaids and vampires. An all-out interspecies war erupted. Fueled by misunderstanding and the belief that each side was defending their people. The killing was brutal, and peace seemed unreachable. To stop the violence, Kerry Magia intervened. The mighty dragon bestowed upon each species a common tongue, Magi, so they could understand one another. Kerry Magia also granted the mermaids rings that allowed them to grow legs at will, and the vampires rings that allowed them to walk in the daylight. These gifts made interspecies mingling possible, bringing the species together to face their mutual struggles. Thus, the species began to intermix, giving birth to new races, the demi-vampires, demi-mermaids, and demi-humans. Over millennia, these diverse people united to form the Sangomeranians. One race, bound together by their shared origins and history. Centuries passed, and the Sangomeranians flourished. Trade, innovation, the sciences, such as astronomers and architects, helped the society advance technology, and peaceful cooperation shaped their society. Teleportation stations allowed travel across realms, and the rare phenomenon of the triple eclipse, when the shadow cast upon the earth forms a dragon, when water becomes flammable only during the eclipse, became a ceremonial occasion. Their economy, based on barter and semi-precious stones, was stable, and today they even trade digital talons. Their government, which had begun as primitive communism and anarchism, allowed for a society free of poverty, homelessness, and the pressures of mandatory work. They worked not because they had to, but because they wanted to contribute, to nurture their planet, and to honor the elements that gave them life. This led to innovative technology, creative architecture, and a thriving artistic metropolis. To honor the dragons that gave them life, the Sangomerians built a monumental structure, two become one. It stood in the center of the valley, a symbol of the unity of Kerry and Meiji, the eternal fire and water, intertwined forever in balance. The monument's roof, shaped like lavender scales, to represent the living and eternal dragon, Keri Magia, who protects the intertwined serpents, one red for Keri and one blue for Meiji. Together, they formed an infinity symbol, a testament to the endless cycle of life, protected by their offspring Keri Magia and symbolized by the rooftop lavender scales. Upon death, those who lived in harmony with the values of Ethos became one with Keri Magia, returning to the life-giving elements of the universe. Those who strayed from the path were said to be consumed by the mighty dragon, their consciousness remaining intact until they were reborn in the fertile earth, forever part of the cycle. And so the Sangomaranians thrive in peace, a testament to the unity of Keri and Meiji, the dragons whose collision birthed new life in the form of the baby dragon Keri Magia and a new world of balance, love, and eternal light.